Hey, beautiful people, you know what time it is. It's a chat with Rashina. And I want to encourage you this beautiful Friday morning that healing is a choice. And guess what? You're worth the choice of you saying yes to your healing. Yes, it hurt. Yes, it broke your heart. Yes, you're still sitting in some of the ashes. But guess what? God will give you beauty for ashes. You're worth going through the healing process. And listen, it's not easy. It's not easy to go back to the point of the origin. It's not easy to go back to the point of the infraction. It's not easy to go back to the point where you stop essentially living and deal with the little girl, deal with the little boy that was hurt, that was wounded, that was disappointed, all the things. But you are so worth it. Listen, I listen to so many people and I hear it. I've been there. I've been through the grief. I've been through the loss. I've been through the heartbreak. And I sat in those ashes for a little bit, but then I had to decide that I am worth the healing. I have to continue to live. I have to continue to move on. I have to continue to be about my Father's business, and you have to do the same. So I need you to shed off your grave clothes. Yeah, and understand they got to give you beauty for ashes. And listen, Romans 8:28 says he can cause all things to work together for your good. For them that love the Lord, to them who are the called according to his purpose. It happened, yes, and we acknowledge that. And I don't want to take anything away from that. It hurt. It hurt like hell. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes we may feel deserving to sit in the seat of a victim. We may feel deserving to continue to hold on to unforgiveness. But baby, you're worth your healing. You're worth the forgiveness. You're worth the next breath that you take. So get up. Get up and go on in the things of God. It happened. Yeah. It happened. And I want to acknowledge that. I want to acknowledge that I see you. I see the hurt. I see the pain. I see the regret. But I want to remind you that God is bigger than it all. I want to remind you of his sovereignty. I want to remind you of his grace and his mercy. Listen, if you can't think of anything else, you're still here. And that's your reason and that's your right to praise and to get up. Somebody is waiting on you. Somebody is waiting on you to change your clothes so they can change their clothes. Somebody's waiting on you to change your attitude so they can change their attitude. Somebody is waiting for you to get up and walk out of that door of disappointment so they can get up and walk out of their door of disappointment. Somebody is waiting on you. Healing is a choice, and you're worth that choice. You are so worth it. So get up out of your grave clothes. And I know I'm saying it, and sometimes hearing people say it, you're like, but you don't know what I've been through. I may not know it, but I know what I've been through. I know the hell that I've gone through. I know the disappointment that I've gone through. I know the heartbreak that I've gone through. I know it all. I know what I've encountered, and I know God as a healer. I know him as a physical healer. I know him as an emotional healer. I know him as a soul healer. Listen, I've been through some things. I can tell some stories, and I'm here to let you know that if I can overcome, you can overcome too. So get up out of your grave clothes.